Pando, kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jew-ish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel. Deals, it's on trials. Y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'll punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them, but they are Jews. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby. Run that shit up, Trey.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they trade that bitch, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole thought. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about it anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Sharp. Put them out of service, keep them cool like Miss Hopper. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one Called them up like Saturday. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful. Gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they trade that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, the whole cart. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord. Told that bitch it's either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our court. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas. Get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the coat and with the speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad. Got them tied down and outdone. You can't do with them steppers. Niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they play that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole cart. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low. Told that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our court. And I just made it call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
From Westworld. Let's get it.
Don't be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make more. Clips say it hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your camp, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. This path I'm on is so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard, they asking what the team that I play for. Skimmer, they ain't stop making guns when they made yours. Sick with it, feeling like I woke up with stage 4. Came these loose what they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times I'm made for. Of a slave, this is our world. Got it. From the mud to the grave, become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Still against all enemies. In high school, you was the man that's lost memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing. Dog, I plan to keep you. Lose your mind where I'm from. I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul, losing time, wasting steady pacing. You off track, I'm on there. You pray to God, hoping He can save you. But the power about war, and that's a different angle. This another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason. Got a flash on the grip. Nigga, big priest. They gon' judge me by my increase. And I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verified. One West world, bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past. Don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains. So when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have the deep squad. Been rapping since knee high. Now a nigga shack size. Spit that holy fire. When you hear it, you get baptized. One West world. Yeah, you niggas know the logo. And I'ma bust it down so the haters see the glow. Let's have a feast. Let's shine on our enemies. Right in their face. Let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we have, but we come from half not. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga. Let's cast lots. I started from the bottom. Birthed out of mud. Raised by gangsters. Turned out a thug. I ain't give a fuck. Burnt out I was. From hitting licks in and out and selling nicks in the drop.
So many chains and gold teeth. It's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past. Don't be a story in my page.
killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said.
Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles are making it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world sit with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the brutal show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood cell. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design fire for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
All right, clap it up, clap it up. All right, we back at it again. Y'all by Shimmy Shabrakatha, while y'all was Shamala Thought by Shimmy Shah. This is Officer Abraham of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West Harlem, New York, 125th Street, under Commanding General Yohana, the rightful leader of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Big up, major shout out to Captain Gadar Har and the Las Vegas crew for that fine cookout that just went down this past weekend in Vegas, man. You understand? It was a glorious time. We had a tremendous camp out there. Commanding General Yohana, General Muhammad, General Haas, General Mayakaala, General Q, all of them was out there to blaze the streets of Las Vegas in right there in the square, right there on Hollywood Boulevard, man. You understand? Where it was so many lights, I thought I was gonna have an epileptic seizure, man. It was just so many. It was so many lights. And by the way, the water for Officer K out of War, big powerful priest joining us. K out of War, I thought I was gonna seize out in front of all the lights, man. Sure. I felt like Kanye West. And when I'm saying he followed the light, I thought, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy out there, man. And what I noticed most about Las Vegas is that they call Las Vegas the Sin City, man. It's the Sin City, and it just baffles me about how they brag about, you know, being a sinful city, and how this is like, you know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. When that's just a lie, you understand? Because if you can track AIDS, it sure ain't gonna stay in Vegas. You understand? You're gonna bring that right back where you at. If you get syphilis and herpes and all the sick, if you get monkeypox, if you go to Vegas and get monkeypox, it is not gonna stay in Vegas. You understand? You're not gonna leave the monkeypox in Vegas. You're gonna carry that monkeypox all over the earth, wherever you go, to your family, to your wife and your kids. It's so much sin going on, and they brag about sin, which means it just means even more that the Most High needs to come back, and we need to provoke the Most High to come back and destroy this place, man.
What?
We need to move the Most High on his throne to come back and destroy this place, so there'll be no more sin cities.
Right.
Let's think about that. Think about what that implicates. This sin city, and it reminds you of nothing but Sodom and Gomorrah, man. How evil and wicked Sodom and Gomorrah got, not because of the particular sin that they were partaking in. It's just the openness, the wide openness of their sinning. It really didn't matter. It really didn't matter, you know, who seen them, who noticed that this was a town full of gays and lesbians and homosexuals. You understand? They didn't care. They didn't care. The fear of the Lord had totally, gone from them, to where they didn't give a damn about who noticed them in their sin, who saw them, committing the types of sins that they were committing, an abomination to the Lord. They didn't care. And just like in Vegas, you have a place where you can go and just enjoy all the degradation and sin and wickedness that you can possibly indulge, as far as your dollar will take you. You understand? And that's what Las Vegas is. Las Vegas is a place where you can go and just lose all type of moral stability that you have. Every type of fiber in you that makes you say, no, I'm gonna do what's right. I'm gonna do what's honorable. My integrity is on the line here, so I'm not gonna make a bad decision in this situation. All that is out the window when you are in Vegas. You understand? All that takes a back seat when you're in Vegas. And that's and I kind of want to go into that tonight. Of course, this is a scripture breakdown class. So if anybody has any questions, type them in the chat. we can go over those questions and answer those questions. You understand? K out of war. You got anything to say?
Salaki, the cat in the chat, the cat Carlos, he asked what tribe he was from. He said his father was from El Salvador. I told him that sounded like Zebulon, but I wasn't all the way sure.
You gotta do we have a chart in here with a flyer? Can you post a flyer up? Or would I have to do it from this end?
I could see if I could find it real fast. I know El Salvador is right under Belize and Guatemala.
Right. Hey, so
like
if you can see that clear case, if you could grab a flyer out of there. You may be correct. We don't have a con. Zebulon con. That's what you said he's from where? Salvador.
I said his father was from El Salvador.
Right next to Panama, right. That's Zebulon, brother. You know what I'm saying? You're from the tribe of Zebulon. That's from Guatemala to Panama, all around that area. You know, that centralized area is Zebulon. Zabalawan to say in the Hebrew. All right. And let's let me see 1 second. Try to find it. And also too, the like it. We just going.
So like I got a chart if you want me to post it.
Just look up. You got your Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary.
Yeah.
Look up Zebulon in the Compact Bible Dictionary. We just gonna pull some precepts on it real quick for the brother.
This is a definition of Zebulon in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. It says, son of Leah and Jacob. It says, 3 sons were born to him in the land belonging to Reuben, in the land of his birth. One of the 12 tribes of Israel springing from Zebulon, when the Most High asked Moses to number the able-bodied men at Sinai, the tribe of Zebulon had 50,400.
Okay, does it give the scriptures on the description of Zebulon?
Got Genesis 30, 19.
Okay.
We have, let's see. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 30, verse 19. And Leah conceived again and bare Jacob the sixth son. Verse 20, and Leah said, the Most High hath endued me with a good dowry. Now will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him 6 sons. And she called his name Zebulun.
Okay. So that's Zebulun in the scriptures, right?
Okay.
And what I'm gonna make sure I do too is okay, I can't put my finger on it right now. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that breakdown for you, brother Carlos. I know Cap has it. I heard him do it before about Zebulon, right? We had a couple of brothers that was Zebulon in the scripture. So the Zabalawan. So I'm gonna get that breakdown for you next week. We're gonna go into that. We're gonna go into the breakdown of Zebulon and why why those people between Guatemala and Panama are Zebulon. You understand? Zabalawan. And it says that they should stay by the water, right? In Guatemala and Panama, isn't that by the water? Salvador.
Come.
Right. So we're gonna go into that next week and get the proper breakdown for the brother. All right. And go ahead.
So I had found the scripture. I don't know if you wanted.
Go ahead.
This is Genesis 49 and 13. The Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea.
Right.
And he shall be and he shall be for in haven of ships, and his border shall be unto Zidon.
Hey, brother Carlos, you a swimmer? Ask him how much you love the water. He said, yes, sir. Con. You understand? That's just innate in you, brother. That's instinct in you. You know what I'm saying? Your people that natural, they dwell by the waters. So they would, you understand, they're people that always surrounded themselves with water, because right in Guatemala and Panama, right in that channel, that's the that channel that they fighting over. Salaki, is it the Gulf? Is the something? I forgot what it is. But it's a channel down there that they fighting over that gives you passage between, it's a trade route. It's a common trade route. And they fighting over it, you know what I'm saying? People battle over it all the time. And throughout the centuries, they've been battling over it.
So like, is it the Gulf of Fonseca or Fonseca? Gulf of Fonseca. That ring a bell.
That may be it. It's a channel. It's a passageway. It's a trade route. It's a trade route for the people down there. I don't know, but we'll get it next week. I get the whole breakdown of the whole joint. We'll break it all the way down next week. You understand? Once I get the proper breakdown on it. All right. Any other questions?
Salak, just real fast. I heard this breakdown 12 times. In the turn the other cheek breakdown, where it says resist not evil.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly does that mean?
Resist not evil. So let's go to it, right? Let's go ahead with it right quick. I want to tell you real quick, turn the other cheek does not mean to not defend yourself. You understand? Turn the other cheek is slang for something else. Go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 38. Ye have heard that it hath been said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. Verse 39, but I say unto you that ye resist not evil, but
Go two verses above. Go two verses above it.
Comes the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 36. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black.
Right.
Verse 37. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil.
So basically it's saying be direct in what you say. You know what I'm saying? Then if it's no, then if somebody asks you something and the answer is no, just go ahead and say no. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you ask them a question and they start to pity patter. Well, if politicians do it all the time, you ask them a yes or no question, and because they don't want to offend the people who would be offended at the answer no, and also they don't want to say yes because they offend the people who be offended at the answer yes, they call it backpedaling. That's what they call it. They call it backpedaling. And so politicians do this all the time, which, you understand, that goes into, cry loud, spare not. You shouldn't, the truth is the truth, whether it hurts someone or not. You should not hide the truth because of who is going to hurt. If the answer to the question is no, it's no. I know you're going to offend some people, but that's what the scripture is saying. You have to be specific in direct in what you're saying. If it's a yes or no question, let your no be no. And you say no, and then you say, well, there's some cases in which all right, look, no. Is the sky blue? Yes. And some, but hey now, now when the third moon of the that's called backpedaling. You know what I'm saying? Let your yay be yay, your nay be nay. Go ahead.
For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil.
So if you try to do more than that, now comes the evil. Now comes the lying. It is basically saying now comes the BS. Now if you do anything more, then let your yay be yay and your nay be nay. Then now you're BSing. You understand? And everybody understands that. No one wants to hear the crap. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to hear you backpedal when you could have just said yes or no. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 38. Ye have heard that it has been said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth.
And basically he's saying, give it to me straight. You have heard it's been said, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Meaning, hey, look, judgment is equality here. You heard if you take my eye, I take yours. You take my tooth, I take your tooth. That's equality. That's fair judgment. And the verses above it said, hey man, you want to give it to a person straight. You don't want to befuddle them or shoot them a whole bunch of BS. Just give it to them straight. Go ahead.
Verse 39. But I say unto you that ye resist not evil.
But so now, if I Salakia K out of war, yeah. If me and K out of war is in here working, we all of us built this table. Remember us building this table, K out of war?
Come.
I say we wielding those hammers and we getting those tools out, and I swing the tool back and I literally take out your eye. I take out your eye with the sharp part of the hammer, right? Of course, you my eye. All right. It's only just to say that you get to get my eye because I got yours, right?
Yeah.
Well, then you're not resisting evil, K out of war. Salakia. That's the whole point. The point of this is to cut down on judgments that come behind mistakes.
Come.
Accidents happen. You understand? It's heard that an eye for an eye. It has been heard. Christ was saying this, written in red, right?
Come.
Christ is telling them, hey, I know you heard an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, but you don't resist evil when it's an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Why? Because you have exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
This law is put in place so you'll be more careful around your brothers. So you'll be mindful of your surroundings. You understand? Especially if we all doing work in the truth. And some of this work that comes in the truth, it's not just standing up and a cat holding the mic going, the white man is the devil. No. You ask K out of war, and he puts in work.
Most high.
Work with a hammer and a drill and a ruler and a one of them T gauges. We in here working in this school, man. This is not a place. The kingdom doesn't come by observation, man.
Well,
you can't get the kingdom by observation, meaning just by own looking. You have to work. This is a place where you put your brick in and you build something and you get to step back and go, wow, look what the Most High blessed me to do. God. Look what he put in my hands to do. Look at how, I was given the opportunity to use my gifts to do something for Christ that'll last, man. Everything else will fade. But what you do for the Most High, that's what's going to last. And establishing these schools and going through the trial that it takes to become a trooper.
What?
Then the pain that it takes to become an officer.
What?
Then the checking that you have to endure as an officer, moving up through the ranks. You understand? And then to get to bestow that rank raise, that first one is a doozy.
God.
When you're not a 50, when you're not an officer of 50 anymore, you may be an officer of 500 or 1,000. You was 500 before, right? K out of war.
Come.
Yeah, I don't know what that feels like, but I hear tell of it all the time. But you understand, when you're 500 and you getting in there, and you get a little bit more responsibility. You know what I'm saying? You rocking it out as a 500, and you good. Hey man, look, I'm in the Isupk. Right. I never thought I'd make it past, and then you pass Hebrew Academy. K out of war. Yeah. What that feel like? Look. That's his first, man. Big up. To the Hebrew Academy graduates, man. That is an honor, man. That means that you are the elite of an elite group, man. That's what that means. That means, like, okay, there's brothers in here that are ex-military that says this is harder than the military. Esau's military, because it is, man.
Wow.
This office here that we've been given is a honor beyond all honors, man. You see what's going on with Kanye West and who's it? What's the other cat? Kyrie Irving. Them niggas tried to say that the real Jews are black. Kyrie Irving didn't even say it. He damn near sign language. He did that. And you see how they did him, right? We are the elite of the elite, brother. We go out in public with a microphone and a speaker, and we light up these streets with thousands of watts of amperage, calling the white man the oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of, man.
Whoa.
You trying to tell me, and then we go through an academy where we learn the Hebrew, where we learn the Assyrian, we learn how to write it, we learn how to speak it. We learn these breakdowns like the back of our hand to wage war and battle any naysayer that wants to battle us in these scriptures, man. To battle these fake groups out here, these purple people. You understand? These purple homosexuals that try to pretend like they real Israelites, man. We go through an elite training, and not only mental, but physical, man. We go through a physical hand-to-hand combat training where no gun, stick, or knife, or no weapon has a chance to stand against us, man.
Whoa.
Ask the Kentucky 8, man.
Whoa.
Ask Michael Wall when he come in here and he tell you one of the Kentucky 8 that said they had assault rifles and out against them and they had no weapons. And Michael Wall is here.
God.
Michael Wall is here, man. We are the elite of the elite, man.
That's right.
And we get bestowed with a cover, brother, that everyone in the UPK doesn't have. You think it's not a jacket. It's a cover that everyone in the UPK, every officer in the UPK does not possess a cover. That's prestigious, man. That's honorable. You understand? I've accomplished things in the UPK that I never, ever, ever dreamed that I could even fathom accomplishing. If you told me 10 years ago that I would be over a school, you understand, under Captain Naya under Officer Yahawada, under Captain Naya in North Carolina, building up North Carolina for the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and not a nasty, dirty Christian, I would have spit in your face and turned around and walked away. You understand? And I would have, thoroughly, insulted you for insulting me. You understand? And telling me that I was going to be something more than the wretched piece of garbage that I already was. You understand? You trying to walk up to a crack addict and say, hey, you're going to be the next president. Like, what would he tell you? Like, man, nigga, stop playing with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at me. I'm strung out on crack. I'm destroying my life. I got a habit I can't get rid of, and you trying to tell me I'm gonna be the next president? President of what? You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? You remember the head of state? He said you're gonna be the next president. He said president of what? They said America. He said what America? You know what I'm saying? Which one? Like not the one, not my America, not the one I'm in. You know what I'm saying? And if you told me I would be an officer in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, building up these schools in America, I would have been like, in what school of practical knowledge? You know what I'm saying? What school? Building up what America? Because right now, I'm back then I was high strung out on weed, a drug addict, a wretch, a lazy piece of garbage, man. And a Christian and a Christian to boot. So I never thought I would be this. You know what I'm saying? The ISUPK, we build men. I came in here and became a man.
Right.
You understand? And not a soft Christian. So now this says give it to me straight. This scripture says give it to me straight. You've heard an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. But me and Chaotic War, we building this nation, and we are working in this school. We making sure that this school that we're building doesn't look like a Christian church. We ripping off all the crosses off the walls. We, you know what I'm saying? We making sure that we put the icons, our icons on the wall. The Commanding General Yohana, all the generals in the school. You understand? We making sure we hang our beloved brother Makatazar, hang his picture on the wall, man. And in the midst of it all, Chaotic War swings the mallet down and hits my thumb on the nail. Ow! Chaotic War immediately says what, Chaotic War? Salakia, brother, Salakia. Nah, Chaotic War, I want your thumb now. See how that's evil?
Come.
That's evil, man. And for me to do that and not forgive you and not chalk it up as a mistake is evil, and we should not suffer that evil onto our brothers. And this is the ultimate. This is the ultimate brotherhood scripture, man. That says that. I'll keep going. It's going to say it's like I'm about to give it away.
But whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also.
Salakia. To read that for me one more time.
Comes book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 39. But I say unto you that ye resist not evil. Whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also.
So, hey, when it says turn to him the other also, it doesn't mean so you can hit the other one too. Yeah. That's not what it means. Let me hold your finger right there, right? Go to Acts 17 and 30. Acts 17, and might have to start at 29. And I'm gonna give you the precept for it, right? Acts 30. 1 second, let me catch up. Second. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, start at 29.
Comes the book of Acts, chapter 17, and verse 29. For as much then as we are the offspring of the Most High, we ought not to think that the Godhead is like unto gold, or silver, or stone, graven by art and man's device.
Meaning like we shouldn't think that the men over us, the Godhead is what? Christ, right? And then the most high. We shouldn't think of them like silver and gold, where you could just barter and exchange, and silver and gold is like money. We shouldn't think of it. We shouldn't think of the Godhead like how am I trying to explain it? Like something you can exchange, something you can get for something else. You know what I'm saying? Like
commodity.
Say again.
Commodity, like a commodity.
Yeah, like a commodity. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't treat it like that. We are the sons of the Most High, and that's a bloodline. That's something. You know what I'm saying? That's something prestigious. It's like it's like the cops use their badge to rob people. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't use the authority that we have like it's money, like it's a way to make money, the way to boast in ourselves or gain something else unto us of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 30. In the times of this ignorance, the Most High winked at. But
Meaning
now,
the Most High, okay. I'm gonna give you a prime example. The priest and pastor. The pastor used the Godhead like silver and gold.
God.
You understand? Like you should take care of me and cook for me because I'm the prophet of the Lord. You understand? Okay, you know how cops walk in the donut to Dunkin' Donuts and they get free donuts?
Yeah.
That's because of their authority, right?
Right.
So the priest used his authority. The priest used his authority to say, well, hey, you should give me this service for free because I'm the priest. They're using the Godhead like silver and gold. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
But when the priest was doing this, the priest was abusing this particular thing, just like the pastors do today. Pastors and the reverends and pastors, they get so much free stuff. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, Chaotic War.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They get the pastor's offering, the anniversary offering, the you know what I'm saying? Like you most of the time, if the pastor go to your house, you'll give him you'll feed the pastor before you feed your husband. You understand? You're not baking that spaghetti for your husband. You baking it for the pastor. They use the Godhead like it's silver and gold, man. They use it for money, like it's like, well, because I'm the pastor, you owe me this, and that's how they manipulate the funds that's coming into the church. Because I'm the pastor, oh, I should have my bills paid. This money should go towards me paying my bills. You see what I'm saying? When it should not at all.
God.
And so when in the time that the priest was doing this in Acts 17 and 30, it said that the Most High did what?
Because this is the book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 30. In the times of this ignorance, the Most High winked at.
The Most High winked at it. So this is slang for the same. This is the same thing as turning the other cheek. So I make a mistake. I hit you with the hammer. It's a mistake. So you know what I'm saying? You should turn the other cheek. So what would that look like? This is my hand right here, right? Chaotic War, you see it?
What?
You hit my hand and I turn the other cheek. What did I just do?
You disregarded what happened.
Yeah, exactly. I disregarded it. I took the pain. I said, it was a mistake, brother.
Yeah.
So now when it said that God winked at their ignorance, what did he do?
Disregarded.
He disregarded. He the Lord saw it and he winked at it. He said, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like you see somebody, you like, okay, I'm gonna give you a prime example now. I was in the line of a store, right? And the cashier was cashing this guy out. And the guy was playing with the cashier because he knew him. And he said, yeah, I want a number 57. I want a number 57. Talk about the lottery ticket, right? So when the cashier went to get the 57, he took some chips from the counter and stuck it behind his back. And when he seen me look at him, he did me like this, Cowboy. He said. So when the cashier came back, he said, "Here's number 57." He said, and winked at me again. And the cashier knew what, he was just messing with him. He said, cashier said, "I know you got the chips, man. Put the chips back." He said, "I just playing with you, man." You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the Most High. But in this case, when he said the Most High ignorance, meaning that they were ignorant to try to use the Most High's the authority of the Most High as gold and silver, but the Lord just allowed them to get away with it. Okay. He allowed them. He gave them a pass. He allowed them. He gave them some mercy. The Lord showed some mercy. So now let's go back to where it says, "Turn the other cheek."
Concord's Book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 39. But I say unto you that ye resist, not evil. But whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also.
Turn to him the other also. Now, because it's a mistake, what you're gonna do is he smite you on your right, and you're just gonna turn to the left, and you just gonna be like, "Oh man, it's a mistake." Yeah. It's all good. You don't have to. You don't have to take your brother's eye because he made a mistake. You can still be a brother and a sister even though they made a mistake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to bring the full judgment of the law to this brother or sister because they made a mistake. Right. And that's all this is talking about. And brother and sisters alike, if we treated each other like this when we made mistakes, oh man, this is half the problem of black on black crime solved right here in this scripture, man. Right here in this brotherhood scripture. That's half the problem right there. A lot of times mistakes happen and the person who made the mistake can't even get a chance to apologize. Don't even have the time to apologize before a gun comes out and people start shooting. Well, before somebody get in somebody's face and start to, do one of these numbers, do one of them numbers, and if somebody do this to you, you automatically push them back. Fight occurs off of a mistake. Right. How many times have you heard it? Have the club been shut down because somebody been dancing on the floor and spilled a drink on somebody? Isn't that common? Right. Isn't that common? They say, well, the dude spilled something. The guy spilled something on somebody's shoe, but the dude didn't mean it. But hey, the cat didn't give him no pass, right? That's it. That's black, Hispanic, and Native Indian life right there. Right. In a nutshell. Right. In a nutshell. You make a mistake, and I not give you a pass for it. It was a mistake, man. My bad, man. My bad, it was a mistake. Nah, nigga, you knew that my shoe was there. Yeah, I knew your shoe was there, but I didn't mean to spill a drink, brother. You know what I'm saying? And because we don't have any mercy, because we don't show each other the same grace and mercy that the Lord shows us, what happens? We're in an argument, we're in a tussle, we're in a fight over nothing. Just like the same thing, we're arguing over a woman. You understand? Just we're hating each other. Just why? Because America hates us. Right. You understand? Like we don't know why we say we got to stop all this black on black crime. Well, when black on black crime will stop when the society that we're in stops hating blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and that only can be when the Most High sends Christ back to establish our society. Because as long as there's places like Sin City that promotes us to live in a society that promotes sin, promotes the persecution of the Lord's chosen people, the only place, the only relief we're gonna get is when we not be a part of that society anymore. And the only way we can not be a part of that society is to come into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge and help build the kingdom of the Most High, man.
That's
the only way you don't fall into that society that hates blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Go to Zechariah 11:5. Zechariah 11:5.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them?
Whose possessors slay them. You understand? The ones that's in possession of who's ever being slain gives a description of who's it's talking about. Because there's a race of people that still possess blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man.
God.
Our possessors have always slain us. Go ahead.
And hold themselves not guilty.
And then they hold themselves not guilty. And they get a group of themselves together. And that group, that group that doesn't include anybody that's of your nationality, of your family. And they say, well, nah, Zimmerman had, every right to murder Trayvon Martin. You understand? Though that cop had every right to put his knee on George Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and make sure that he was dead once he let up. That those police officers had every right to choke out Eric Gardner. You understand? The hatred of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, it's prevalent. It's apparent. So we can't stop black on black crime. We can't stop hating each other because we got a whole society that hates us. And if a whole society hates us and we envy that society, we're in that society, what we tend to do? We tend to hate each other. We tend to hate each other, man. That's why it's so important now that you hear the pleas, the cries, the moans of the Isupk, man. Stop listening to these fake groups that's gonna get you killed.
Right.
You understand? These fake groups gonna get you killed. You understand? Where they appear as though that they are doing something for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, but really they just there making a show, man. Crying wolf. If you would know what crying wolf means, it means sounding an alarm that they're not ready to answer the call for. You understand? Like Kyrie Irving, Kyrie Irving did that, and they got all them to go marching down there. The whole Purple Brigade did a whole purple march all the way down to where? Yeah, so like, pull it up for me if you could, Baba Kushar out of war. You understand? Like Commander General Yohana would never give an order like this. Never give an order like this, man. Go down there and march all the way down to wherever they was, and what you say while you're marching? What the hell do you say? Where the purple people at? Purple people, jump in the chat. Jump in the chat real quick. I know you're listening. You know what I'm saying? Jump in the chat real quick and tell me what y'all was saying when y'all was, marching They do whatever you did. Absolutely nothing. A bunch of nothing. Won't you take that same manpower and march down to the border of Mexico like Commander Jenny Hanna did, and help the people on the border in the cages, help the Haitians that trying to come over here and they escape murder, or not murder, but escape the tragedy that's going their way. It's straight up fighting over there now in Haiti. So much violence in Haiti now. You know, before it was the earthquake. They just trying to escape the destruction. Why wasn't the purple brigade out there? It's something. Go ahead. You got it.
I got an article from the New York Post. I don't know if you want me to read it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it says from NewYorkPost.com, it says hundreds of members of a Black Jewish Israelite group chanted, "We are the real Jews," as they descended on Brooklyn's Barclays Center during pro-Kyrie Irving marches. Videos show a massive line of followers, all donning shirts of the group Israel United in Christ, were captured Sunday bellowing, "We've got some good news, and we are the real Jews," according to footage posted on social media, which has since gone viral. Separate footage also shared to social media Monday shows a sea of purple shirts marching towards the Brooklyn Nets arena. It says Black Hebrew Israelites out in force today chanting, "We are the real Jews and time to wake up," as they march towards the Barclays Center in support of Kyrie Irving's return. Ari Engel, director of pro-Israel organization Creative Community for Peace, tweeted alongside the clip.
Okay. And they chanted what?
It says the group chanted, "We've got some good news. We are the real Jews."
Wow. Wow. Evidently, must not have been too good, Cattle War.
Yeah.
Must not have been too good of news. Kyrie Irving, that you got to come in and basically back up Kyrie Irving. Couldn't be too good of a news that, they calling Kanye West crazy now for saying it. You know what I'm saying? So the news couldn't have been that good.
Just real fast, I was reading an article. It reminds me of a brother that attempts to heckle our camp all the time. My man, I ain't gonna say his name. He says it all the time.
Right.
He get on the back of his wagon. It's just Christianity at its finest.
Right.
Which is white supremacy. He always hollering, I got good news.
Right.
That's a Christian, like Christian folklore. I got some good news, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then and if I could also too, and then a protest, what has that ever done? You know what I mean? Marching and protesting has never done anything.
Never done anything. I don't understand how Nathaniel even, why he even gave that order, man. You know what I'm saying? And they got some nerve of trying to show some unity when Nathaniel is a break off of himself. He'll break off himself. He even said it himself that he's seen all the hatred. That he got to start fresh. He said he's seen all the hatred and the polygamy.
Damn it, man.
He don't want you to have no women carry the war. I ain't never seen nothing homosexual like that before, man. Never like that before. I see that was some treachery on a level that was some non-brotherhood on a level far beyond I've ever experienced, man. You understand? Go ahead back to Zephaniah 11.
Come across the book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Go ahead.
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Most High, for I am rich.
For what?
For I am rich.
So after they sell us, they say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for I'm rich. After they kill us, and then they sell us off, break up our families, you understand, cause all kind of destruction to our people alone, then they thank God for allowing them to do it. Go ahead.
And their own shepherds pity them not.
Right? Our own shepherds. The reverends, because they're too busy using the Godhead for gold and silver. They're too busy letting the sister make the baked spaghetti for them. Which is just ridiculous. Go ahead.
Verse 6. For I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land, saith the Most High.
Right.
But lo, I will deliver the men, every one into his neighbor's hand.
Right.
And into the hand of his king. And they shall smite the land.
Right. And that's what's happening to America right now with these mass shootings. The Lord is delivering that man into his own man's hands. You understand? So you can't blame blacks for what's going down with the mass shootings, because most of them are white males between the age of 9 and 17 or something. You can't blame blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians for the fentanyl and killing people, because why? Because the so-called oppressor that made marijuana legal. Like they got all kind of drugs in how you gonna regulate the sports arena now? So you got some places where marijuana is legal. It's legal to have marijuana, and you got some places that's illegal to have marijuana. How do you regulate that with the sports teams? When they may be playing a game in the area where it's free marijuana one night, and they may fly to another time zone where marijuana ain't free at night no more. What they gonna do with that? And they playing touchdown, and the DEA is right there to confiscate those six bales. See, that's what we're dealing with. That's what you're dealing with when you mess with Sin City. You mess with Sin City. That's what you are partaking in right there. You setting yourself up, man. You setting yourself up for the takedown, and you don't even know it. Come on with it. Keep going.
And they shall smite the land, and out of their hand I will not deliver them.
Right. They're going to smite the land, and the Lord said he ain't going to deliver them out of each other's hands, man. So that's it. That's why we say Babylon is falling, man.
Right.
To rise no more.
Right.
Babylon is falling.
That's right.
And it's not going to rise anymore. You understand? It's falling fast. And if you don't hurry up and you know square away your affairs, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. So now, keep going. What the rest of that say?
Comes verse 7, it's the book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 7. And I will feed the flock of slaughter, even you, O poor of the flock.
Right.
I took unto me 2 staves, the one I called beauty, and the other I called bands.
Okay, so I think that's going into something else. So go to Leviticus 20 and 26. Leviticus 20 and 26.
Come. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Most High, am holy.
So that's what the Most High is saying. We got to be holy unto the Most High because He's holy. Go ahead.
And have severed you from other people.
And the Lord severed us from other people, man. Severed us means to cut off. And not only to cut off, but it means to violently cut off. Meaning, you know, we've been cut off from other nations, and we're not even supposed to even be joined back to them, because when you sever something, you violently cut it off. And if you know anything about limbs being severed, you know, it's a lot of times where they can't reattach that limb because it's just the components and the cartilage and everything that's involved. It's just been torn to pieces, which you can't place back together. So we've been violently separated from these other nations, and we were supposed to be torn apart, and we were never supposed to come back together. You understand? But because America has places in it like Las Vegas that's just a sin city. You understand? Just a sin city. Well, that's all they doing is in there sinning. You understand? Ain't no telling what you liable to get.
It's a lot.
Like
just real fast. I don't know if you was gonna touch on it, sir, about Brittany Griner.
Yeah. I was waiting on you.
I heard they set her free, and the sad part to me, right? If I could, the sad part is that like it should teach her and all of us to stay separate from all these fellows. Like stay the hell away from them. They about
because they was about to. She done won them medals, and they still was about to feed her to the dogs, man.
Exactly.
She won them. She won them all kind of medals and prestige in that tournament, and they didn't give a damn. They was like, "Yo, you look, you an American. Well, I don't care what you won for us. Get in that cell, nigga." Didn't respect you. Didn't respect her wishes. About how she want to be identified. No, you a woman. That's it. They let that nay be nay. K out of war. No, you ain't gonna dress like a man. Put this dress on. Shut up. Go to work. Wear this purse. Shut up. Go to work. You know what I'm saying? And that should teach us all, man. That should teach us all that we've been violently separated, and the Lord wants us to stay separated, man.
Right.
You understand? So now go to Isaiah 32. And we're gonna start at verse 5.
Comes the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, and verse 5. The vile person shall be no more called liberal.
The what?
The vile person.
The vile person. Right now, the vile person. Well, it's turning now. It's turning now. The vile person used to be called liberal, meaning the vile person used to be called, free and loving and caring. That's what liberal means. Liberal is free.
God.
This vile man, this oppressor it's really been, and it's even said to the day that black people have the same chance that everybody else have. When everyone knows that there's systematic racism, systems put in place to keep black people from owning businesses, from getting loans, getting housing, getting competitive jobs, and everything. It's coming out the woodworks left and right how these different CEOs is making sure that black people that apply for the job don't get it before the underqualified oppressor gets it. The overqualified black person can't get it. And they've been made, what's overqualified? How you not hire somebody because they overqualified?
Right.
Stay out of war.
God.
Oh, the oppressor found a way.
God.
The oppressor found a way to say, you know what? We need skills A and B, but you got skills A, B, C, and D. You overqualified. You beyond. You above and beyond of what this job description calls for. So we can't hire you. That's the oppressor. That's the oppressor right there. The oppressor is saying, said, look, we don't want you, even if you overqualified. You could be overqualified for this job. We still don't want your tail in it. Get out.
That's a lot.
You understand? That is something. Go to Micah. Oh, so like if we finished on that, keep going.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 5. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful.
No, the churl. Churl is another word that means cruel and stingy. You understand? The oppressor is very, very stingy. You should saw all the money in Las Vegas, man. Oh my God. Just the screens to advertise these pictures that you see hanging from the building walls and the tram walls. Oh, it's breathtaking. And they sit there and bask in that all that money that's in Las Vegas. They come in there and spend, high rollers come and spend big millions of dollars in Las Vegas gambling. Billions of dollars is poured into Las Vegas a year. And it happens every year. Like clockwork, man. Just like boom, boom, boom. Here you go. Keep feeding the animal. And they keep coming. They keep coming, losing their life savings, Chaotic War. Some people come to Vegas, lose their life savings, and can't never get back home. Never get back home. They lose their life savings. They walk out of the casino with their head down and tail tucked between their legs. They take their little overnight bag and they go to the bridge. They go to the bridge and they sit on the bridge, under the bridge, and next thing you know, it's a year later. They still under the bridge. That's what it is. And that's the life in Sin City, Chaotic War. It's a lock here. Keep going.
Come. It's a lock. Verse 6. For the vile person will speak villainy In
The
his
vile
heart,
person gonna speak villainy. Villainy. Go ahead.
in his heart will work iniquity.
Because his heart gonna be working in sin, man. The vile person gonna go ahead and reveal himself, and he ain't gonna be called, these good names no more. The so-called Jewish man that's over the Diamond District and over this Sin City, he's getting buku money, and people are realizing that this is a cruel man. This is a cruel, lying man. And he's over the Diamond District. He's making all the money in America. He owns entertainment. You understand? And he's stealing the identity of the real Jews. So we can't call him liberal anymore. We can't, and once that happens, then he's gonna start speaking villainy. Go ahead.
And his heart will work iniquity.
And his heart is gonna work iniquity. Go ahead.
To practice hypocrisy.
To what?
To practice hypocrisy.
So now hypocrisy. What's that hypocrisy now, K out of war? Talking about Kyrie Irving is anti-Semitist. You understand? They hypocrites, man.
Right.
They hypocrites. They say one thing. They claim to be so righteous. Oh, we live our life by the law in the Torah, in the Talmud. But then turn around and lie about who they are. Lie about their real identity. Come up and get elderly man got mad at Officer Yahweh because we were wearing these shields in Las Vegas. He said, why are you wearing the symbol of my country?
Oh,
why? Because we the real Jews.
That's
man.
right.
We the real Jews. You will never be a Jew.
That's right.
How you gonna get mad at a real Jew for saying they the real Jew and not wanting to lie and keep the lie going? How you gonna be mad at me? How you gonna be mad at me? And this is my birthright that you stole. How you gonna be mad at me?
Right.
That's anti-Semitism right there.
Right.
That the Jewish man always been anti-Semitic, man.
That's right.
If he wasn't, then he'll let us know who we are. He'll let us know the gig is up. And the gig is up. Our skirt tail's been pulled. We got to tell the truth now. You know why he won't? Because he's the anti-Semitist, man.
That's right.
He's the one. So now drop that. Go to Micah 2:10. Micah chapter 2 and verse 10.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Rise, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man and woman and child, boy and girl, cat, dog, chicken. You understand? Arise. This is not our rest, man.
Right.
Who told us that we were supposed to come here to America on slave ships, right? Get released from the field. We didn't get released out of slavery. We just got released from working the fields. So we get released from working the fields and working as, people's maids and their, comfort gals and comfort boys. We get released from that. Who told us that we could just work real hard and everything will be all right? Who told us that? How we get that notion? That's what I don't understand. How do we get that notion when round about this time they let black people, the dark, I guess the slaves, go off the plantation? Around about that time, they ramped up the war against the Native Indians, man. They Salakia, that's I ain't gonna say that's way gone. They had already drove the Native Indians, to the plantations. I mean, to the reservations. They had already drove them to the reservations. So what made us think that we were gonna be able to pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps? What made us think that? How does that work? We saw what they did to the Native Indians. So what made us think that they wasn't gonna do us the same way? They did us the same way. They did us the exact same way.
Right.
So go ahead and read that again, Cal War.
Come on, the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted.
Go ahead. What said that part again?
Because it is polluted.
It is what?
Polluted.
It's what?
Polluted.
No, it's clean.
Polluted.
Man, it's Sin City, man.
Right.
It's polluted. It's polluted with the sins of billions of people. You understand? That's just out here not concerned with the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, but concerned with when they're gonna get the next high. You understand? They chasing the next high. They're not trying to see who the most. They're not trying to please the Most High. They're trying to chase the next high. So you're not gonna find a good, you're not gonna find a place here where you can, flourish and grow and learn the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments and be a productive citizen. It's not this place. That is not this place, man. You're not supposed to find rest in America. Well, why? Abraham, you got a good job, man. You got a nice house. You got, you're supposed to be, you the man. That's a damn lie. I hate this hellhole, man.
Right.
I hate this place. You can't tell me, you can't pay me enough to like this place. You can't pay me enough on a job to love this place. This is the place of my captivity. Right. It's the place where I have to work. I have to. No matter how much money I make, I have to go to work. God. And work and work and work and work. It's crazy. It's like it's not the older you get, the more work, the less work you got to do. So the older you get, the more work you do. It's like the older you get, the faster they want to push you to death. You understand? You get over 40, and you look at the job that you had when you was 24 and look what you was doing. Now that you over 40 or you in your 30s, look back and see the job that you was doing when you was 25. See, now you do more work than you did right now than you was when you was 25. See, don't your job involve your body, your brain, everything? Soon as you get off, you can't cross the threshold of your house before you nod and doze and you gone. They zap every bit of energy out of you all day long for 8 to 10 hours a day, and then send you home to let all that work catch up on you and age you 2-3 years in one day. You understand? Every night when you go home, and they expect you to come back to the same place every day and do it all over again with a goddamn smile on your face like, this is America. You understand? While the CEO, he in the office back in the back corner somewhere, you understand? Looking at little boys on porn sites all day long. Salakia. Salakia. Where we at, Chaotic War? Micah.
That's the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart. It's Salakia, if I could, real fast. Just real fast. Make a quick comment about what you just said. So I know a lot of the elders that I came up around, 70 years old, still work. You know what I mean? Still taking labor and won't quit. These old black people, they drinking strong liquor and they not gonna put that work down. They gotta keep going. But I was told when I was coming up, if they stop, they feel like they die. Literally, they told me that when I was a youngin' coming up. If they stop working the way that they work, that they would die.
That they work themselves to death, basically.
Like literally, I remember hearing this, and you know, I be looking at him like this is a strong old man, and this old man is strong as hell, right? And he would tell me and tell others like if he stopped, that he feel like he would die. You know what I mean?
Good night.
And looking back at it today, it's like this old slave story.
But that's the point in itself, because he's still working himself to death. You see what I'm saying? And the oppressor wants us to feel that our job that's all we have in life.
Right.
That's the only thing we have. So if you don't go to work every day and you get a chance to just rest and just sit down and just relax every day, like what kind of life is that? Well, that's the life he lives. That's the life he lives. He lives a life of every day of just relaxing and sitting down. If you want to sit down in this chair, this rocking chair, and rock back and forth for 4 hours, that's what he do. They even tell you coming up as in psychology that the less stress you have, the longer you live.
Right.
The more time you have to rest, the longer you live. It adds years to your life. So just to be able to kick back and not have anything to think about, not have any work that's on your mind or anything to stress you out, will add to the longevity of your life. But now the oppressor wants you to think if you're not getting up, working yourself to death every day, you have no purpose. So in that, you will die. It's a psychological game, a warfare that's being played on us since the beginning, man, since forever. And we keep absorbing, we keep taking it, we keep, we rocking and rolling with it. And that's the way it is. And that's the way America functions. How you think America is it has all this money to fund Las Vegas? That means that the CEOs and the people who making money are still making money, even though they talking about the economy and inflation and recession and retention and detention and suspension. All that, they still making money, man.
Right.
And I was we was in the bottom of the hotel. And not only we had a good time in Las Vegas. You understand? Lawfully good time in Las Vegas. They get that clear. You understand? You could be in Sin City and not sin. Just let everybody know. You know what I'm saying? You can be in Sin City and not sin. So now we in Las Vegas. There's nothing wrong with gambling. There's nothing wrong with playing blackjack. That ain't in the Bible that you can't play blackjack, that you can't go gamble. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's some old Christian rhetoric that needs to be thrown out anyway. So while we're down in the casino at the bottom of the hotel, we're just listening to all the people. Woo, 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 every 5 seconds. Woo, woo. They winning money out of war. They throwing down big profits. They winning $100 hands, $200 hands. You understand? They rolling craps, man, winning, $800-$700 at a time. And I'm looking at this like, wow, this is what their heaven consists of. Which is something that, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we rarely get the chance to see. Yeah. You understand? We have to work our life. We have to work all our life, get that pension, get that retirement fund, and get that retirement money, then go to Las Vegas and spend that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? We got to work all our life to do it, though. We about 75. I see people in that 75 with walkers barely can get to the table, and you understand, they can barely enjoy what they work so hard for. And that's what you was talking about, the man that's 70 years old, where he feel like if he stopped working, he just gonna die. You understand? Go to Jeremiah 50 and 17. Salakia, Jeremiah 30 and 14. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 14.
Book of Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 14. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not.
You understand? All the ones who loved us, like we fight for America's love so much. We pied for his acceptance so much, and we'll get it, and while we're able to offer something to him as far as working, as far as being his CEO or being his person to run his business, or the person that's in charge of this, the person that makes his life easier. While we're able to make his life easier, then we're in there. He treats us like a good dog. You give your good dog the good meat. You give your good dog, you give the dog that you really cherish. You don't give him the scrubs. You give him pedigree. You know what I'm saying? You give him the prestigious stuff, the good stuff. You don't give him gravy train. You give him, you know what I'm saying? You give him pedigree. You don't give your best worker. You don't give them the scraps. You give them the good pension plan, and you give them the good insurance. But after a while, this person works for you and gets older, and they ain't as sharp anymore. Their eyes are not as keen. Their ears are not as tweaked to what's going on. They kind of they kind of wearing themselves down, and they starting to talk about retire. And we done, I've been here for 30 years, and I've been here for 25 years, and it's about time for me to think about going. Well, they go down there to see the pension guy, and the pension guy go, oh no, you're not entitled to a full pension until you're such and such age. And now when you get such and such age, if you haven't worked here at least 37 years, you won't get that full pension either. So really, you're just retiring, and we really don't give you anything. So, but you can work now. You can work till you get to those numbers, and you say 37 years. That means I gotta work here another 8 years to get my pension, and then I gotta be 77. Where after I work here another 8, I'll be 72. I got 5 more years after that. Well, hey, that's the policy. That's this. And you say, okay. That next year, they start to hop on you at the job where you missed this.
Right.
You missed that. We're gonna have to write you up for that report that wasn't turned in on time. For the longest time, you've been complaining about walking down the long hallway to get to the meetings. Where if you're late to another meeting, that's the third write-up. We're gonna have to let you go, right? Hey, look here. All thy lovers, they've forgotten thee. At that point, after we built, look at America. Look at America. We done built America up. And then gave America all its riches, then gave America Sin City. Now what America want to do with black people? What they tell us, out of war? Go back to Africa. Now we done gave you a whole empire. You want us to get the hell out of here. You understand? All thy lovers have forgotten thee. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 14. All thy lovers have forgotten thee.
Mm-hmm.
They seek thee not.
Mm-hmm.
For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
With the chastisement of a cruel one.
Hey, you've been wounded with the wound of an enemy, man. The Lord, because we turned our back on the Lord, He gave us a enemy afflicting wound, man. He gave us something that He made us vulnerable. You understand? Vulnerable to the oppressor. Come on with it.
For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one.
Mm-hmm.
For the multitude of thine iniquity.
For the what?
Multitude of thine iniquity.
For Sin City. For Sin City, man. Because we don't want to, and if you go to Las Vegas, you'll see all the 9.5 tribes, all those Taino Indians out there just indulging in Las Vegas, like they the oppressor. You see several oppressors walking around with our sisters, man, and they enjoying Sin City and having fun in Sin City. And the Lord is saying, man, our lovers, these people that thought so highly of us here in America, they ain't loving on us no more. They don't seek after us no more, man. Kanye was Jesus walk. He was hot one time, Out of War. How hot was Kanye West? You couldn't touch him, man. You couldn't touch him, man. Kanye West, he was the best rapper. They say he was the best rapper, blah, 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 blah. And now they saying he crazy. Now all his lovers done forsaken him, man. They don't even search for Kanye West no more.
What?
When was the craze that Kanye West album finna bust out #1? His next album finna drop #1. When's the last time? Yeah, right. I know. I'll wait. No, I don't have time. It's time to close it up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time to wait for that answer. Because they blackballing him, man. Now he ain't #1 no more. He ain't on top no more. Because he been forsaken, man.
Right.
He been forsaken. All the ones that thought he was, all of us thought he was all great. They threw him away like they did the Sunday trash, man.
Right.
You understand? Keep going. We're going to finish that one out and we're gone.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 14. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased.
Our sins will increase, man. You understand? Kyrie Irving's sins will increase. They forgot about him too. Remember it was remember he was the old man doing commercials.
Uncle Drew.
And I made a movie about Uncle Drew. He thought he was loved too, didn't he? Yeah, they show you real quick how loved you are, man. They show you real quick how quickly they can forget about you. How quickly they can brush you under the rug and blackball you and call you crazy. And cancel you. You know what I'm saying? Take your money away. Seize your bank accounts. Money you already done made, they can seize it. Man, we implore you to come into the ISUPK, man.
That's right.
You need to run in here, man.
That's
you
right.
Understand? If you're not a part of this school, you need to find the nearest school near you. Contact that school and figure out when's the next class. Come busting in them doors, man, because if we don't join together, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, we're going to be destroyed. And if you try to join with the wrong team, you're going to be destroyed as well. And with that, clap it up. With the ISUPK. Start out of 1 West, Harlem, New York, 125th Street. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3 and 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of any penny of any increase that the Most High gives you, give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. Priest fund, which is a free will offering, not mandatory. It's for priests, whatever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation. Upcoming Holy Convocation, of course, is the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah. It's the 25th day of the 9th month for the space of 8 days. It's next Sunday. It starts next Saturday. Next Saturday. It starts next Saturday at sundown. And you can find that next Saturday, December the 17th at sundown. You can find that in First Maccabees 4 and 52 through 61. Also, too, the Passover, the 54th, Most High's 54th annual Passover will be here in North Carolina. Clap it up. The 54th annual Passover of the ISUPK will the Lord's Passover, man. If it's not of the ISUPK, it's not of the Lord. You understand? This is the only one Passover you should be attending. It's going down April 1st, sundown, in Raleigh, North Carolina. You can call the contact the school for more information. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it here. No, that's not it. I thought I had it. Salakia. Okay. So you got the 54th Lord's Annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st, 2023. If you want more information, you contact area code 919-697-8257. That number again is area code 919-697-8257 for all the information you need to know concerning Passover. Hotel rooms are available now. You need to book now before they're all gone, okay? So with that, I might jump. We're going to close out with the Lord's Prayer, all right? In the Hebrew, Wapin Yakwanam means to face the east. Close out with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
No.
Bashemaya.
Bashemaya.
Badash.
Badash.
Hayah.
Yahweh. Yahweh.
Ka.
Malakaka. Baba.
Ratzaka.
Waka. Yah.
Aisha.
Bashemaya.
Marataka.
Maraka. Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemaya.
Bashemaya.
Thundernawa.
Thundernawa.
Cow.
Yeah.
Yawam. Wasalakanawa.
Lakanawa.
Kapalaknawa.
Walknawa.
Kapalaknawa.
Laknawa.
Kapawakinawa.
Wala.
Abayanawa.
Yanawa.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Bo. Shanawa.
Shanawa.
Mayan.
Ayun.
Rai. Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka. Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Allah.
Wa'ala.
Wakapara.
Para.
Ma'awalamium.
Aman.
In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven,
hallowed
be thy name.
Thy
Kingdom come. Will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us.
From me.
But thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. So, sister, be seated. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Amajim, Barak.
Yah Bashim Shrakatah.
Bashim Shabbat. So, sister Amajim, we give one courtesy salute to the sister, men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Amajim, Barak.
Yah Bashim Shabbat.
Yajimata, class is missed. All right, shalom, Israel.